My name is Nathaniel Smith. I lived in the Northwest area off of Hopeton Avenue. In fact, on Hopeton Avenue. Uh, I lived there for 22 years, and we moved there in 1981. And from 81 to 2002, uh, we had just a phenomenal experience. A nice neighborhood, uh, nice neighbors. They welcomed us with open arms, and my youngest daughter, they took to her like she was their own daughter. Some of my fondest memories being in that area was getting up in the mornings, watching the neighbors walk around, and uh, greetings given by all the neighbors. Um, Most of the time, I was in the Navy, but when I would come home uh, on visitation or on leave, uh, they would always know that when I was at home and welcome me. Um, I never had anything to worry about my family being there alone because they always had someone that they could go to and talk with. We we never we never had a problem with anyone that we met. They were always there with open arms, always asking questions and friendly questions. And I did not feel uneasy answering the questions. Um, they would always ask me about what I was doing in the Navy and how I enjoyed the military, and telling me that there was no worries about being in the area because they were all like family, and we grew to be like a family there. I never had a problem with my daughters walking alone in the area, and most of the time when uh, I went out jogging for my morning exercise, I never had a problem. Never had a problem with um, people uh, wanting to know where I was going or when I was coming back. I always knew that I could go out of the neighborhood and come back into the neighborhood and feel welcome and feel at home like normal. I mean, it was just a normal, welcoming neighborhood. One of the things that they used to do is they had uh, an evening music session uh, whereby they would gather people together, and they didn't care whether they were white, black, Jewish. They all met and sat down and would listen to what music was being played, and that was held in the upper parking lot of Ricestown Plaza. And it seemed like the music and the gathering was calm and peaceful. So I'm saying that to say that, you know, people have different likes and different thoughts, and to bring those thoughts and those likes together and to bring one cohesive um, workings, for lack of a better word, uh, together. I think that that in itself would invite people more to the Northwest area and any area for that matter, so that they could have a gathering of minds to talk about what is going on in the neighborhood and what is going on with each other. There was a doctor in the neighborhood, and he was always willing to help you. He was a dentist, and most of the people knew him, and they would, gyrate towards him, not because he was a dentist, but because of the fact that he would be willing to help in any way, a Jewish by nature. And during Sukkot, uh, he showed me how they would build little areas in the back of their houses and told me what they would put in the little, for lack of a better word, huts and hang in there. And he invited me in uh, to uh, to see what was there and how they celebrated their holidays. My wife and I lived in the apartments on Lanier Avenue uh, behind Sinai Hospital. And when we first moved there, most of the doctors and nurses that worked at Sinai lived in the area. Being on Lanier Avenue, uh, bringing up my then only daughter, I mean, we didn't have any problems at all. We in the wintertime, we would have snow fights with the neighbors, and we didn't build a snow castle, but we did hide behind cars and throw snowballs. Of course, I was the snow castle for my daughter because she would throw a snowball at somebody and then run behind me to hide so that she wouldn't get hit with uh, a snowball being thrown at her. But in general, in the areas that we lived, we had no problems. We felt comfortable. We felt at ease, and mainly, uh, we felt at ease with the people that were around us. Other than people starting to move out of the area because they were transferred other places. Uh, Mainly, the Lanier area was a nice, quiet place other than cars moving around in that area. On Hopeton Avenue, uh, we had cars coming through the area, but not as much as on Lanier Avenue. Um, and that's why it was more quieter in the Hopeton, Ricestown Road area.